Ho, 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 ho! Greetings, listeners! Don't worry, it's only me, Mr. Christmas, and as Paul Young once sang, it's Christmas time. And there's no need to be afraid. So unwind your spine, turn that frown upside down, and make your gallbladder gladder for this special festive broadcast with me, Mr. Christmas. With me, Mr. Christmas. You know me, I'm the merry old goblin who swims up through your toilet pipe at the stroke of midnight every 25th of December with a laden hod of wonderful gifts for all the good children of the world. And I'm pleased to say that I've checked my list. I've checked it twice. And every single person on it has been good this year. Well done, you. You've all won a big armful of lovely presents and a smug sense of self-satisfaction for the year ahead. All of you, except for the ones who went on public transport without wearing a mask. Yes, even if you did it before the arrival of the Omicron variant, you are the bad people. And this year, once I've got into your home, I'm going to break into your bedroom and fart into your mouth as you sleep, as tradition demands. Ho, ho, ho. Oh, save it for tonight, Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Of course, here at Christmas HQ, we would never be so cavalier with our health and safety precautions. We're observing all the COVID science here in my secret lair underneath the big Asda in Wigan. In the glint of every happy child's smiling dream. Yes, that'll do. No. Here in my workshop, we play by the rules. Allow me to demonstrate. As you know, little Tom Crowley, yes, the same Tom Crowley who brings you all the comedy you love to listen to in this podcast, that's Tom Crowley, not the nature documentary cinematographer or the Spanish rapper. Little Tom Crowley makes all of the toys and gifts and scientific calculators which I distribute to all the world's top kids. He works ever so hard to make them all in time, and by the time that last square root button is glue-gunned on, his brow is slick with sweat, and his fingernails are all bloody, and oh, I just love to watch him. I just love to watch him work. So I'm not about to put my little Tom at risk in the workplace, except from the bandsaw, but that's an occupational hazard. No, I made sure that Tom wore a mask at all times in the workshop. But then I worried that perhaps some deadly spores might sneak in through his pretty blue eyes, so I added a pair of goggles. But then I worried that my poor beautiful Tom might catch the virus through his shell-like ears or his dainty little neck paws. So in the end, I said to hell with it and went for the full diving helmet. Isn't that right, Tom?
My neck hurts.
Shut up! I don't want to see you take that thing off! I don't want to see it ever! We are the gold standard, okay? I am on the phone to investors and producers every night. You tell it to the people who are losing their homes because our industry is shutting down. If I see it again, you're gone! Safety first, and I hope that you're looking forward to a safe and happy Christmas this year too. Of course, thanks to our public officials' corruption and ineptitude, and all the vaccine skeptics who have kept this pandemic going so strongly for so long, we're looking at another unusual holiday season this year, and many of us might not be spending it in the way that we'd ideally like. Some of us may be kept apart from the people and the places that we associate with this special time of year, and it's to those that I wanted to offer a helping hand. Most of you listening to this are probably used to spending Christmas with your mum and dad, or your mum or dad, or your mums or your dads, like the freeloading bastards that you are, expecting them to do all the cooking for Christmas dinner. And sometimes you say, "Can I help?" And your generous parent or benefactor will say, "No, no, no." And you heave a sigh of relief because you had no intention of doing anything other than guzzling the family's whiskey and stuffing chocolate truffles into your mouth for the next several hours. And even if they had wanted some help, you wouldn't have had the first idea where to begin. So what are you going to do now that you're stuck on your own, staring at a waxy bird carcass with no idea what to do with it, and hoping that drinking more Prosecco might somehow sort it all out? Well, I asked a good friend of mine to come along and give us his top tips for a quick and easy Christmas dinner. So listeners, please welcome him now. It's your friend and mine, Marco Diponi.
Morning, 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 morning. Lovely to be here. Hello, mister.
Hello. Oh my, someone's getting an extra satsuma in their stocking.
That was nice. You use a lot of tongue.
I think that was your tongue.
Oh, right. That's why it's still in there. What is this?
Well, don't you remember, Marco? I asked if you could come along and tell all the listeners how to make a nice and easy Christmas dinner.
Oh, it's the Christmas? Fabuloso. Oh, stupido. I nearly forget. I get you a present.
Why, a present? For me? That's very kind of you, Marco.
Yes. Here you go.
Why, it looks like a snapped-off table leg.
Yes. Good and thick.
Yes, very. Where did you get this?
It fall off when I hit the bartender with the table.
Right.
So what is this you say? It's ballroom dancing?
No, making Christmas dinner.
Then why am I wearing this dress?
I have no idea.
Okay, bye-bye dress. Oh, it's bloody freezing in here and no messing about.
Oh, well, Marco, you are completely naked.
Yes, you need to let the air get up and under and inside as much as you can. That is the first lesson of ballroom dancing.
But what about Christmas dinner?
No, you have to get dressed for Christmas dinner. Can I smoke in here?
No. But Marco, let's talk about the bird. Do you prefer a turkey or a goose as the centerpiece of your Christmas dinner?
For my Christmas dinner, it's Frey Bentos and a couple of bottles of Sambuca. But back home, my nonna, she make always the goose for Christmas Day. Oh, I miss my nonna very much. Here is a picture of her. Ah! So, the goose.
Oh, at least the listeners couldn't see where you pulled that photo out of.
The first thing is to make sure the goose is dead. So, here is the goose.
Looks dead to me.
See? But you must be sure, which is where your Christmas present comes in. Please, can you pass me that table leg and take off your top off of?
Well, here you are.
Forza! See? It's dead.
It doesn't have a head.
It's no guarantee. My cousin Lorenzo, he lived without a head for 8 or 7 days, but he was from Genoa.
It's got a dent in it.
Okay, next is the stuffing.
Oh yes, stuffing the bird is essential.
See, now, you know, if there's one thing you don't want, it is a goose that is not cooked.
Oh, dear me, no. Otherwise, your goose might be cooked.
No, it's what I say. The goose is not cooked.
No, but I mean, your goose might be cooked if your goose isn't cooked.
You know, mister, you are a nice large man and I like your big red cheeks, but sometimes it's a bigger pile of shit to come out your mouth, you know?
You just watch your step, sonny. I've got my limits.
Oh.
I mean, the stuffing. Yes, the stuffing. Do you use a sage and onion mix? Maybe some chestnuts?
Oh, no. In traditional Italian kitchen, we use a special stuffing to make sure the bird is cooked all the way inside. I got some over here. Bene.
You use this to stuff the bird?
See?
Under-the-counter fireworks.
See! Just pick a few of the most illegal-looking ones and stick them up the giblets. Really, give it a welly.
This is the most obscene thing I've ever seen.
You can use your cooker lighter to light up the fuse, or to be honest, a nice hot oven will put the bangers off for you just fine. Fabuloso. Mwah! Cook the inside of the bird in 1 or less seconds. Quick and easy, just like you wanted, and a happy new year. Can I smoke in here?
No.
What about the sniffing glue?
Maybe we should just skip straight ahead to the pudding.
Oh, see, pudding. Now, to capture the real Italian Christmas of my nonna, you want to get yourself a real nice, fresh sheep liver pudding.
Right.
It's very best and is very most Christmassy if you have a fresh sheep. Come along, pudding. Come along, here you go, that's it. Silent sheep, tasty sheep, I will cut your liver out.
Get that sheep out of here!
Well, okay, Princess Michael of Kent. I don't know what you are so upset about. He's very well behaved. Oh, sorry, I lie. He ate your shoes already.
Oh, God. Well, listeners, I hope that's given you some inspiration for making the most of your Christmas dinner and conjuring up all those happy memories, even if circumstance keeps you apart.
I'm just gonna slit the sheep's throat in the bathroom, okay?
No! It's Christmas, for God's sake! Don't slit anything's throat, you little... Just get out of here, do you hear me? Get out!
Well, someone shitted the wrong side of the bed this morning. Non capisco. Uomo strano. Goodness gracious. Goody gumdrops.
Well, anyway, good luck. And if you ruin it all, you can always order some KFC. In Japan, they always have KFC at Christmas. That's true, you can look it up. Anyway, before we go, little Tom Crowley has a special Christmas treat to share with you. Tom? Oh, hold on. I'll just open his little hatch.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Christmas.
That's all right, Tom. Just make it quick. There could be spores going in you.
Oh, well, listeners, thanks for joining me for another year of comedy fun. As a special treat for my Patreon supporters, I'm releasing a pretty sizable bit of bonus material, an audiobook of over 2 hours in length, fully performed and produced by me, Tom Crowley, entitled The Book of House Name Not Available, as well as its soundtrack EP, composed and performed by electronic music visionary Glovelawn.
Ho, ho, ho! Now there's a stocking stuffer and a half. Ho, ho, ho!
Please don't hurt me.
But Tom, how did this magnificent project come about?
Well, the book is by a fantastic comedy writer and listener of this podcast called Aaron Rodriguez, and he originally wrote the book as a personal gift to some friends of his who'd just moved into a new home. He wanted an audiobook version produced, so he commissioned me to make one earlier this year. The Book of House Name Not Available is a spoof almanac teaching the reader all about the ridiculous rituals and natural phenomena of the house's location, Branson, Missouri, and much, much more besides.
Why, that sounds delightfully whimsical, Tom, and a must-listen for any Crowley completist, and only slightly alienating in its specificity. How can the listeners get their copy of this obscure gem?
Well, if you're already supporting Crowley Time, you can just go to patreon.com/Crowley Time and get your digital download there. If you haven't signed up yet, you can go to patreon.com/Crowley Time and support this podcast for a mere $2 per episode or local equivalent, and get access to not only the audiobook version of the Book of House Name Not Available, but also all bonus materials that have accompanied previous episodes.
Why, to turn down a deal like that, you really would have to be a Scrooge. Specifically the really horrible Scrooge from sometime between when his girlfriend left him and when those ghosts showed up.
Yes. There's a lot of bonus material backed up on the Patreon now from previous episodes, so there's never been a better time for you
All
to
right,
sign up
that's
and
enough.
take on
Thanks, Tom. What a generous gift for your loyal supporters, entirely in keeping with the spirit of the season. That's patreon.com/Crowley Time if you want to help this very brave little boy make his stupid radio show. But now, I suppose all there is left to say is Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a very, very Happy New Year to all of you out there in Crowleyland. And make sure to leave out a cookie and some toilet paper. Oh, Marco, what have you done?
I know. You say no smoking, but it's only a little bit of Christmas crack.
No, Marco, look! You've lit the turkey!
The what?
You culinarian! Look what you've done! Oh, look, you're scaring Tom! Oh, God! You know he has a weak mouth! Goodness knows what will happen.